Hey neighbors, my name is Steven. I'm a first-time Madison homeowner who cut their utility bills in half, then had the gas line removed from their house, and installed a cold climate heat pump. And we are now all electric on the east side of Madison. This is my story. So we bought this house for $205,000 on the east side of Madison, just south of La Follette High School. It is a ranch house with 2 levels, a main floor and a basement, 2,016 square feet, so about 1,000 square feet upstairs and 1,000 downstairs, unfinished basement. The house is a rectangle. It's very simple and basic. I wanted something with no frills that I could cut my teeth on. As soon as we closed in the house, the very first thing I did was I got a home energy assessment from a Focus on Energy Trade Allies so that I could get some independent third-party advice on what I should do to my house to begin to make it more efficient, safer, healthier, more comfortable, all that stuff. That was a good idea. I had a blower door test done, I had infrared scanning done, and I also ended up qualifying for Focus on Energy rebate money because my house met certain conditions. So after the energy assessment, we did a bunch of building shell work. We air sealed and insulated the attic, the exterior first floor walls. We put foam board on the basement walls, and we did the rim joist. The air sealing and the insulation is all the unsexy work. It's the stuff that nobody sees. It's like the eating healthy and doing cardiovascular fitness. It's stuff that is good for you, but it's not like the nose job, the teeth whitening, the spray tan, and the new clothes. It's not really external, but it's the healthiest stuff that you can do for your house. You have to contain the air in your house before you can control it. The last building shell upgrade that we did was the windows, 16 of them upstairs and 7 basement hopper windows. Upstairs cost us $3,500. Downstairs cost us about $400. We got our windows from Menards. They were Geldwin, double pane, low E windows with argon gas in the middle. As I was doing the install, a salesman came by and quoted us at $1,500 to $1,600 per window upstairs. So obviously we saved a bunch of money there. Shifting now to the mechanicals, we had an electric resistance 50-gallon water heater that was costing us a lot of money to run. Replaced that with a heat pump water heater from Home Depot that we got for $750. Took me about a week to install because I didn't know what I was doing. The shark bite fittings where you just push the copper pipe or the PEX pipe into this little connector made it much easier for me, so I did not have to do any soldering. But we were without water for about a week while I figured that one out. Now that we had all that done, there was one last piece of the equation to go all electric, and that was our furnace. Our existing HVAC equipment puts out 80 units of heat, and I was curious what the new needs of the house were now that we had done all these building shell upgrades, windows, air sealing, insulation, etc. So I ran heating and cooling load calculations with 6 or 7 different programs. I was meticulous and over the top. The new load of the house was not 80, it was 19,000 BTUs, okay? Our furnace puts out 80,000, we now need 19. I could not buy a furnace small enough for the new needs of the house. So I opted for a cold climate heat pump. The heat pump that we bought costs around $4,000 or $5,000, and at -5 degrees, it can put out 24,000 BTUs, so it's full rated capacity. At -22 degrees Fahrenheit, it can put out 78% of its capacity. So it loses output capacity as the temperatures get colder, but still we have electric resistance backup if we ever need it, so we're fine there. I did the load calculations, then I did a duct design, and we installed all new ductwork, got the heat pump in here, and had to bring on a contractor to charge the line set for us because I do not have my 608 certification to deal with refrigerants. That was the last piece in the puzzle. Our first winter, we were conservative with where we kept the heat during the really cold months. and the electric bill for the entire house, including the HVAC and the water heater, was $168 in the middle of January. That was the highest that it ever got to. This last year, we let it go higher. I think we're up around $200 some, maybe between $200 and $225. We were not as conservative anymore because we were expecting it to be about between $400 and $600, and it was nothing like that. So we're like, okay, cat's out of the bag now. We don't even care. And we're looking now to add solar here this summer and see if we can make some of that money back through on-site generation. If you have further questions, my contact information and my business is in the description of this video. We do HVAC design, load calculations, home energy assessments, and also video consulting if that's helpful to you. The biggest part of this, though, is the information. Take it and run with it. We'll see you soon.